Ethereum has just surpassed $4,500, and this is a significant indication that we are likely to see big price explosions for tokens that are based on Ethereum, such as Shiba Inu. This video is something that you just cannot afford to miss if you have any kind of interest in Shiba Inu or if you have any Shib tokens in your possession. What is the recent report about the Shiba Inu coin? To what extent will all of this have an impact on the value of Shiba Inu? In the video that I am going to share with you today, I will provide answers to these concerns, and I will also share with you all of the information that has recently been released about Shiba Inu that makes them more expensive. It is important that you watch this video all the way through to the finish so that you do not miss out on any of the material, since I have invested a great deal of time and effort into researching this video. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Before we get into the meat of our discussion, however, let's take a look at the graph and see what the cost of Shiba is doing on October 5th, shall we? Currently, the price of a Shiba Inu is around 1,265 units. The price of Shib has increased by 3% during the last 24 hours, with a total trading volume of $306 million. A market capitalization of more over $7.4 billion is now held by the token, which places it in the 29th position among the most valuable cryptocurrencies. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. This information should not be considered financial advice. Let's move on to the video for today, shall we? When Shiba Inu whales awaken, they're 525% soaring to new heights. In recent times, there has been a 525% increase in whale tier deals, which are transactions with a value ranging from $1 million to $10 million. This has resulted in Shiba Inu being subjected to a period of enhanced market attention, indicative of high capital players' increased interest, which typically precedes big shifts on the market. This rise in large-scale movements is a sign that the market is experiencing a significant shift. Whales are opening their eyes. The reality that whales are not just active, but also transferring a great deal more wealth via Shib is shown by the fact that the transaction volume data for tiers ranging from $1 million to $10 million in USD indicates a 945% rise. Frequently, this kind of activity is accompanied with a large amount of volatility. Throughout history, the maxima of whale accumulation have often corresponded with either active distribution stages in the case of selling or significant upward momentum in the case of purchasing. In the event that you are still watching, it would be really helpful if you could go ahead and hit the like button. It would not cost you anything, and it would give the channel a significant boost in terms of support. However, continue to monitor the situation to stay up to speed with the most recent news about the Shiba Inu and to anticipate what the future could have in store for the Shiba Inu coin. Maintain the vision that Ryoshi has for the Shiba Inu community, which is in need of fresh leadership. The Shiba Inu community looks to be on the verge of experiencing a leadership crisis, as several stakeholders have expressed their disapproval of the present leader of the group in advance of the upcoming national elections. One of these stakeholders voiced their disapproval of Kusama's leadership style, claiming his incapacity to recognize tendencies in the market and react with strategic approaches. Kusama's leadership is being criticized due to his lack of talents. A stakeholder recently made a post on X in which they urged candidates who are courageous enough to respond to each and every remark made by members of the community to take the initiative and run for leadership roles within the community. According to him, the Shiba Inu community is in need of individuals who possess the knowledge and resources necessary to interact successfully with all parties involved, which is something that he expressed his disapproval of Kusama for missing. An additional stakeholder from Germany came up with a list of what they referred to as unkempt promises. These promises included lofty objectives such as the onboarding of 1 billion Shib members, the formation of many partnerships, and the expansion of the system's validator set to 100. In addition, he voiced his disapproval of the absence of promotion for Bone, which is another currency in the ecosystem. The user voiced their dissatisfaction with the leadership mistake and urged the current team to go back to the basic vision that Ryoshi, the founder of Shiba Inu, had for the game. Kusama himself has hailed the process of Shiba Inu's first presidential election as a crucial step toward decentralization. This mounting discontent serves as the background for the election. During the election process, a new lead visionary and councils will be selected for each decentralized autonomous organization (DAO) that is part of the blockchain ecosystem. Recent events have led Kusama to characterize the impending election as evidence of the decentralization of Shiba Inu. It is the opinion of the chairman of the Shib community that the election is an essential component of the Shiba Inu initiative. Kusama noted that the procedure would entail choosing an interim president and forming fundamental DAO councils. This was expressed as he was making the announcement that the next election will commence. The elected authorities will be responsible for monitoring administrative and technological developments inside the Shiba Inu ecosystem, as well as taking over the oversight of the Shiba Inu token economy, which is worth several billions of dollars. As a candidate for the position of temporary president, any member of the Shiba Inu community is eligible to run. The primary narrative of today's video is about to be presented, therefore it is time to get started. This doubt was rejected by Luis Delgado, who is commonly known in the Shiba Inu community as Del Crypto. He did it by employing the them versus me meme structure. Shiba Inu to 1 cent, expert dismisses, impossible. He said, it is important to note that the them section is comprised of the viewpoints of skeptics who believe that the 1 cent price objective is an unattainable landmark for Shiba Inu to succeed in reaching. According to this theory, there is no realistic chance that Shib will ever hit 1 cent. On the other hand, the expert fought back against naysayers on the me side, which is where Delgado belongs. He emphasized that he has seen the unthinkable happen in the cryptocurrency market on several times. Now that we have everything out of the way, let's have a look at the graphs and see how Shiba Inu looks from a technical analysis perspective. As we take a more in-depth look at the 4-hour chart today, we are seeing that there are some very fascinating developments going on right now that have the potential to determine the course of events for the next several days, and probably even weeks. In this case, what exactly are we looking at? At the moment, we are trading inside a well-regarded ascending parallel channel that has been directing price activity since the beginning of July. At this very moment, Shib is pushing directly into one of these clean channel structures, which are excellent for locating reactive zones. Some important moving averages include the 50-day exponential moving average EMA in white, which is now serving as immediate resistance, the 100-day EMA in yellow, which is providing secondary resistance, and the 200-day EMA in green, which is displaying a negative bias on the macro perspective. Keep an eye on the key levels, the immediate resistance, and 50-day EMA, current price zone. The next obstacle is resistance. The 100-day exponential moving average is at 1321 units. The aim for the mid-channel is 1428 units. 1550 to 1700 units constitute the upper resistance zone. 1220 units are the primary support. The structure is rendered invalid by a break below. How to approach trading? A reaction zone is located here. Higher resistances might be tested if there is a clean break over the 50-day exponential moving average EMA with volume, while rejection signals could imply a return to support. Consider the bigger picture. A steady crawl higher in October is possible if Shib is able to retain the channel and clear the exponential moving averages EMAs, but a rejection here might cause the ascending channel structure to be broken. Alright people, that's the breakdown. Shib is now at a crossroads, and the way in which it responds to this 50-day exponential moving average EMA might determine the course of the remainder of the month. As a result of their faith in the Shiba Inu creators and the worth that Shib has in the real world, a significant number of our subscribers have expressed their intention to refrain from selling Shib for the next 5 years, and instead keep millions of them in their possession. How many are you people keeping possession of? Remember to provide a list of your SHIB assets in the comments box that may be found below. We should commend the SHIB holder for having faith in and believing in the process. If you are having fun watching the film, then we would appreciate it if you would give it a large thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts on the Shiba Inu token in the comments section. In addition, you should make sure that you enable post notifications so that you are alerted whenever we upload a new video to our channel.